So, it's cold as hell outside today, but it's not snowing. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move the truck for the day. By the way, this is a 2018 F-150, has the 3.5 EcoBoost twin turbo. You know, I have an SCT BDX still, so I might seek a tune, like a performance tune for this thing, and actually put it in here since I can't use that BDX anymore on the Shelby. So don't mind the Shelby, I have to wash it. If you remember from a previous video, I had to drive it home in the snow. So it's dirty. So I was like, I'm not even gonna put the car cover on it. But I'm about to move the truck real quick and get in the Shelby. Today, we are going to actually try to get in the boost, okay, for the first time. Whew, that was a struggle startup right there, but it's super cold outside. Look, it says 9 degrees, but I doubt that's actually the case. So let me just move. Oh, look at that, that's a good shot right there, boy. You see the Shelby, boy. I'm just gonna move this right here. I'm gonna try to, I know she's not gonna start up the first time. Try to prime it. Actually, I only primed it one time. Let me see if it'll start on the first try. Oh, it did. All right, so I'm pulling out of my house. Gonna see if we can get into boost. If you're a watcher of my channel, you're gonna know that I don't really get on the vehicle until the oil temperature gets around 160 degrees. Now, I don't even know if it's gonna get that high today, but maybe it'll get around to 150 or so, which is fine with me, just because it's so cold outside. Right now, we're at 109 degrees. I let it warm up in the garage for a little bit. First impressions, man, I mean, I know I drove it home already, but the very first impressions I had of this thing is that it drives like stock. Which, generally speaking, if you have a centrifugal supercharger, it's gonna drive like stock, you know, for the most part. At least it should if you have a great tuner, you know what I mean? Because the boost as the RPM gets higher. So in the low RPMs like I am now, it's gonna drive stock. So when I do drive it, and if it's a little bit cold like this, oil temp's at 115 right now, I make sure I don't go over 3,000 RPM. And I try not to really even get that high, you know what I mean? But it's kind of hard sometimes. But yeah, I try not to go over 3,000 RPM, just because you want everything to warm up properly, all right? Now, coolant temperature is already, you know, where it's supposed to be. Yeah, my cylinder head temperature, which is also the coolant temperature, is at 194 degrees. That's always, like I said in my oil video, the oil consumption video, that's always gonna get higher first. Like, that's gonna get high super quick, because it's just water in a nutshell, you know what I mean? With some additives, obviously. So that's gonna always get high, but the oil is different. It's a different viscosity, different liquid. You know, it's gonna take longer to heat up. So, man, I'm just trying to get out of here, but you know, I want to find like ample room because I'm not trying to go over 3,000 RPM. So there's always people turning into this neighborhood and, you know, going both ways. Busy street right here. My shifter is stiff. I'm gonna do a review on this as well, but it's very stiff right now because it's cold. Right, so I think I'm about to get the boost. All right, so I'm in fifth gear right now. I got on sport exhaust mode. You probably hear a difference. I'm only at 3,000 RPM or so, but trying to see what this looks like up here. Oh yeah, okay. So right now I'm at about 4,000 RPM. All right, so I'm just gonna do a pull. Oh shit, dude. I don't know if you saw that on camera. I don't know, but my whole shit just went sideways. Damn. I mean, I'm not sure what to do. Now, remind you, these are stock tires. And even stock tires shouldn't have probably. I was only at 4,000 RPM. Like, damn. I'm gonna try again. Traction control is on, so let me see something. I'm gonna try to ease into it. I don't know. It feels good. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I didn't even get to 5,000 RPM, like 4,500, and you know, the tires are breaking loose, and that's even with traction control on. Damn. I don't know. I mean, we hit boost technically, so I didn't lie. It's not clickbait, but you know, I don't know. Maybe like a fifth gear. Like maybe 6,500 RPM. I started off at about 3,000 something RPM. The tires didn't break loose. It's fifth gear. I mean, hopefully they didn't break loose, but I got to about maybe 6,500 RPM. And I was at already 140, so I just, at least it looked like it was 140, but I don't want to lie to you, but I think it was 140. So I just let off. It started to pull like crazy. I mean, like, it's weird how it works, man. Like, it's not weird, but it's just something I gotta get used to. This is my first Procharged vehicle, so just getting used to it, just kind of pulling harder and harder and harder. It gets a little scary, especially when you have, you know, Mexican citizens and their vehicles up ahead of you, you know. So, you know, you don't want to put anybody's lives in danger or anything like that, you know what I mean? But they get closer and closer, like super fucking quick, like on some video game type stuff. So, but that feels good. That feels really good. I need tires and I need warm weather. But I think with those conditions, this thing is going to be a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know, like the red limit is 8250 on these cars. So when you think about that, that's crazy, because even in fifth gear, you know. All right, y'all. So all right, y'all. So just left Clear Bra Indy. I'm actually going to put their information in the description. You know, it is very nice when you're able to get that level of customer service, you know, from you know, companies. So I'm definitely going to use them. Definitely going to use them. So hopefully you can hear me right now over the exhaust. But as of now, we have it scheduled to get the paint protection film for March 18th. And I actually chose that date because I'll actually be able to drive my car by March 15th, since I'm getting a shoulder surgery. So on these cars are worthless, but in fifth gear, it's just pulling, you know what I mean? Just keeps pulling. And unfortunately, you just catch up to cars way too quickly, you know? So when I get back in the States, you know what I mean, this thing will mostly be used for, you know, track purposes, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna get on it, you know, I couldn't imagine, you know, using this type of power on the street. I mean, that's just reckless. So, I bet this thing is going to be actually kind of, it's probably going to be a little bit scary in, you know, first, second, and third gear, you know, those types of pulls. So I can imagine it's just going to, like I said, freight train, you know what I mean? But people catching a gap this spring and summer, I'll tell you that much. When I get my shoulder surgery tomorrow, I'll be down for about 6 weeks or so. It just depends on how my healing process goes. I might be in a little sling for about 6 weeks. Like the full recovery of the actual injury, like the repair, takes about 10 weeks, you know. And once you get out the sling, they just basically want you to be careful. Don't, you know, obviously I'm not going to be going to the gym lifting all kind of crazy weight or anything, you know, but I should be able to shift. So 6 weeks from now is actually March 15th, or from tomorrow is March 15th. First day of spring is March 20th. Sorry, I just wanted to do, let me turn this on. I had to turn it down to normal mode, but I just wanted to do a little quick, give it some gas in first gear. Just spun, that's it, of course. Well, I'm at my appointment for the most part. I'm about to get off on the exit, so I'll holler at y'all when I leave here, and then we got some other things coming up.